Comicpalooza. We're going to be starting here in just a couple minutes. We're running slightly behind, but the show will start soon.
Yay!
Yay!
Is my forehead. This thing feels so tight on my head, like it's a child's headband.
Then why did you buy a child's headband?
It was all they had. No, I don't think it's a child's headband. I just think it's really
Oh, you
tight.
just got a big head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, I don't think it's the head so much as the hair.
Why are you wearing it to a podcast?
This is my costume.
Oh, it's a costume? What are you cosplaying?
I'm Dunkin', spelled like the donuts.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a YouTube series.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm too old for this cosplay.
Did you already hit record?
I did, yep. Yeah.
What?
All right.
Oh, yeah, Eli keeps saying I'm Shrek.
You're not Shrek.
Yeah, sorry.
You're not that sexy.
Sorry, guys, my adoring public. I had to sign autographs.
No, understandable.
I'm Shrek with my swamp butt.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hi Hungry, I'm Dad, the podcast where nerdy dads talk nerdy fads. I am Jared.
I'm Nathan.
And with us this year, again, is honorary Hi Hungry host, Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
Ming, thank you so much for being here with us. We're going to have a really fun show. We're going to talk about some superhero powers and not so great powers.
Not so super?
Some not so superpowers.
Oh, I'm excited for that part. I got some
I
good
am
ones.
too.
Oh, I thought that's what this cosplay was.
Oh, no.
Not so
this
super
person has no
cosplay?
superpowers.
Right.
Nope, not at all.
None whatsoever. All right, but first, we typically start off with one quick thing. Nathan?
So here's my one quick thing is on my way here this morning, my son who's sitting over there, he's 6 years old. He's sitting in the back, and I said, "Hey man, you want to listen to some music?" And he goes, "Yes, please. Can we listen to the Macarena?"
Okay.
What?
And I told him, I know. That was my reaction. I was like, okay. And I said, only if you can do the dance. And so I put it on, and he danced the whole time. But my favorite part of this is as soon as the song was over, it is quiet for a couple seconds, he just goes, "Man, I love that song."
That's very
Wow.
good. Who introduced him to the Macarena?
Who introduced you to the Macarena? Your mom? Yeah. That sounds
That makes sense.
That sounds right.
So wait, I sense a disturbing trend here. So I did a con in Canada about 2 weeks ago. We walk into this club. It's for young kids. These clubs, and they're doing the Macarena. I'm like, what year is this?
Yeah.
So is it back? Is this the dark future that I was hoping would never come back?
No, I think it's back. I think the Macarena is back. But the scary thing is that I think that if the Macarena is back, that the next thing that's coming back is a swing dance revolution.
It might be.
Wow. So you're telling me Los Del Rio or whatever that band is getting a paycheck again?
Yes.
Wow. All right. So everything old is new again.
Yeah.
They're getting their 2 cents from Spotify.
Yeah.
So they're saying maybe Comic Book Man might come back soon.
Really? You should.
If the Macarena's back.
If the Macarena's back, I would think Comic Book Man gets its own reboot.
Yeah. Well, I remember the Macarena coming out. I was in college, and so I learned it because I wanted to be cool. I did not feel cool doing it at all. Did you learn it?
I
at
never
the time?
learned it.
Did you learn it?
I did, unfortunately.
Do it now.
No. I refused.
Yeah. We that was a past life. We're done with that life.
I just refuse to learn it.
Yeah, but like John Wick, where it's back.
Yeah.
You know, John Wick is like, yeah, I'm never killing again, and then he has to.
Yeah, he
Every
has
single
to.
time.
It's inevitable.
You can't kill the Macarena. Wow. Okay, that's great. Okay, so it wasn't just me.
No, it's a weird thing.
I thought it was just Canada. I was like, man, what is this backwards country where did they just learn this dance?
I was gonna say the thing is that with Canada, it just got there.
Very possible. I was in a very remote area. He's doing it. He's doing it. Wow, your son is nailing it.
I'm so proud.
Wow.
Didn't miss a beat.
I've never been more proud than I am in this moment.
That's so cool.
Ming, what about you? What's your one quick thing?
I just met John Cena.
That's awesome.
My friend was like, hey, I bought a photo op. I get 4 people. Do you want to jump in with me? I'm like, let me think. Yes.
Yeah. No.
And,
He's actually right here.
yeah, he's right here behind us.
Standing right
Can't
here
see him,
behind
but yeah, good thing we could see him. He's dressed in a 3-piece suit.
Oh, nice.
Guy looks good, man.
Looking very
Guy
dapper.
looks good. I think I might need to hit the gym again.
Oh, yeah.
And
I would
we're-
assume so.
And wear a suit next time I'm here at Comicpalooza.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. If you get a chance to meet him, you'll be out a couple bucks, but totally worth it.
Yeah. Just a few dollars.
Yeah, just a few dollars.
Not that much.
I was doing the math in line though. I was like, whoa, it's a lot of money.
For 4 people. Like you get up to 4 people?
Yeah,
or
up to 4
5?
people. You can bring 4 people.
Okay.
Up to 4 people. That's the limit. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, like you can't truck in like the Brady Bunch.
So, I mean, just
That's
like
not gonna fly.
split it up between 4 people, you're good.
Yeah. It's not a good deal. It's a
Yeah,
deal.
it's
If you
reasonable.
do it that, yeah.
The
It's like
problem
it's
is-
like the dollar menu.
In my group of 4 people, I'm the only one with money.
That tends to be the case.
fair.
And
Yeah.
everybody else is a mooch.
But one can
You're
do the
all
Macarena.
mooches.
Yeah.
We know that for sure.
Yeah, including me. I didn't chip in for that. He asked me to voluntarily to go. I'm like, all right. He didn't ask me to chip in, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
You got the photo.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Awesome. What's your one quick thing?
My one quick thing is obviously Comicpalooza. We do this every year. We're really happy that they invited us back and let us do this panel. Thank you all to the audience for showing up and supporting us, and also just supporting the podcast group in general. There's a lot of really good shows that have been happening over the weekend, so we're just really happy to be a part of that.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into...
You guys really do that here in Texas. You guys really do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
of course.
Awesome. That's my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you. All right, let's go ahead. Well, which do you guys want to start off with? You want to start with the superpowers, or do you want to start with the not-so-superpowers?
I think we do superpowers first because
I
that's
agree.
pretty vanilla, I guess, and then the not so
Yeah.
superpowers are like not so vanilla.
Right. So I looked at this from the perspective of each individual power instead of individual superheroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
what are some of the best superpowers that you can think of?
So the first one I put down was Flash's super speed,
Okay.
because I mean it does affect everything else, but like because of his super speed, he can travel through time. He can he can think faster than other people, and that's the thing that I think is really cool, because it's not just that he can run fast. So it's like everything, So that's why I put that down as like my number one.
All right. Can I rebut this? Are we allowed to rebut?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I love Flash. Great character. I love Barry Allen. TV show was great.
Oh, yeah.
But as pointed out in the comic and TV series, in order to run that fast, you need that many calories to be able to run that fast.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
So he had, in the show and
In the show, he
comic,
was eating
They
a
had
lot.
these like concentrated like calorie sticks or whatever,
Yeah.
or you just eat a bunch of butter, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
But that's a drawback. That's the food bill alone
Oh,
to
yeah.
support that.
You have to, just a lot of protein bars.
Yeah, a lot of protein bars, a lot of number 2, as pointed out in the comic and the TV show, Barry Allen cannot get drunk. He metabolizes alcohol so
yeah.
fast.
No, on the show, they made him a special thing where he could get drunk for 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it's
Well, then
not.
what's the point?
Yeah,
What's the use of that?
yeah.
There's no
Like
use.
I can't go to Neil's bar and get that special drink. I have to go to Star Labs to get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, so those are my 2 drawbacks. Those are,
Yeah.
and those are 2 things I like doing: eating and drinking. And
Yeah,
that,
same.
if I, would I trade that to run really fast? I don't know.
That's fair.
Yes.
What about you?
I don't have any more of the argument on it. I'm just like, I know you're right.
Oh yeah, no, I just like rebutting things. I just like saying the word rebut.
It is fun.
Mr. Simpson, would you like to rebut? Would you like to see your rebuttal? And he pulls his pants down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We can't do that here.
So if I were to pick one superpower, I would pick this. You guys know I travel a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Almost every weekend. You guys have been on airplanes lately. Have you ever had to sit in a TSA line?
Yes,
It's torturous.
it really is.
Yeah, and sit on on a sit on a plane where everyone's coughing on you and the food is bad. And so with that in mind, teleportation would be my ultimate superpower.
Teleportation sometimes can have its limits.
Sure.
So, like with Nightcrawler, it has to be like within
eyesight,
distance, right?
yeah.
Within a certain eyesight. So, but teleportation, just like at will.
At will, which means I could be anywhere. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out in Houston. Boom, bam.
Oh yeah.
I could be here. I could podcast live with you guys.
That would
if
be
I
amazing.
could teleport.
That would be awesome.
That's why I would do it, just so I could podcast with you guys.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm on board with
Hawaii, Paris, no. Houston, Texas.
No, Houston, Texas.
Podcast, Hi, Hungry, I'm Dead. Yeah.
This is a place to be whenever it's not 105 degrees outside.
Yeah. There and flight delays, all that. None of that would matter anymore. Yeah. Now, would I? Do you have to calculate coordinates? Could I teleport into solid rock? Sure, but I'll take the risk.
Yeah, but I mean, you already have the powers, so I would think that you would already know how to use them.
Yeah. So that's that would be my ultimate superpower. Can I do another one? Or are we
Yeah, you can do another one. Sure.
The other one, I'm always losing stuff because I have so many collectibles and I'm not very well organized. So if I had a power where I could just locate whatever I needed, I will. Like I'd be like, hey, where did I put my pants? And like the superpower would point me like to where I left my pants last night, or my wallet, or my insulin, or I don't have insulin, but if I needed it, I'm losing stuff constantly.
I am too.
Frustrates anything from like cheap sunglasses to my passport or anything important. And if there's a power, it could just be like, where did I leave my keys?
So it's just like an arrow on the ground pointing you in the direction.
Or it's just your finger and it would just point in the direction of
So it's almost like Jack Sparrow's compass.
Yes.
Yeah.
To some degree. Like
to some degree.
in that moment, what you most desire is your wallet.
Yeah. In the you ever left your keys like when you were in a hurry and it's I can't find them.
Yeah.
And then hopefully eventually you find them. And I mean now they have air tags. I guess that's kind of that it's giving us
but that's a lot of money to invest into air tags for your keys, your wallet, your shoes, your hat, your glasses, everything.
Or you could use it for nefarious purposes. Where did Captain Kidd bury his treasure?
Oh.
Boom.
I've got some spoilers for you.
Consider that angle.
A lot of people already use them for nefarious purposes.
Oh, the air tags.
The air tags, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be my second big superpower.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, with ADHD brain, I always
big time.
forget where my keys are. If I don't set them in a specific spot at the end of the day, then I'm going to lose them. I'm not going to know where they are. Okay, well, I guess my first one is space and time manipulation.
Space and time manipulation.
Space and time manipulation.
Okay, example?
Examples. We have Legion, Spawn.
Well, that's Doctor Strange can do that.
Doctor Strange is more magic.
But he still manipulates
Sorcery?
space and time.
He manipulates space through portals. So I would say that's more portals than manipulating space and time.
If we're talking about portals, the cake is a lie.
The what?
The cake is a lie.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as funny because I had to say it twice.
I know, that's why I made you say it twice.
Bending space and time. So does it include time travel? And then going
space.
to different dimensions?
Yes.
Different world. Oh, okay.
Different planes of existence.
Where would you go in time if you could do this?
I mean, where wouldn't I?
I would go back in there in 30 minutes so I could find my keys.
I can think of a few places.
Explain.
Where would you go first? Like you wake up like, oh, holy cow, I can bend space and time. What's your first move?
That's a very good question.
Okay.
I didn't think about this angle. I would probably go to Houston. No.
Oh, you're already.
I don't know. I would just travel for like you're saying, kind of teleportation.
Yeah.
But within a time frame where maybe something specific was happening that I wanted to explore, like maybe at Woodstock, right? If you wanted to go to Woodstock, I'm kind of big on music festivals.
Sure.
You wanted to experience that,
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Or go to like the Beatles rooftop Abbey Road.
Wow. So you just go to concerts?
Yeah, concerts are great.
That sounds pretty
It's
cool.
like, hey man, you
sounds awesome, right?
hey man, you want to go see the Foo Fighters tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Where?
Do you want to go see the Foo Fighters 10 years ago?
Yes.
Look at Nirvana
Nirvana
concert?
would be
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so just using your powers to go see concerts for free.
I mean, concerts would be. I don't know if it would be free, but I guess it would be if you can just bend
But I mean,
space and time,
yeah.
right?
But if you're going to concerts in the past, it would be way cheaper than going to concerts today.
Oh yeah, but then you would have your 2023 bills and 2024 bills, and they wouldn't. They'd be like, "This is counterfeit, man."
So I guess at that point you invest in old money, like discontinued money.
I mean, you can.
Well, can't you just go back in time and buy like stock in Google and,
You could.
like, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
Invent Google.
you could
You could invent Google, yeah.
Gray Sports Almanac. You could bet on sports.
Yeah.
You could
I
gambling.
feel like we're getting like into supervillain.
I know. Every power goes that direction, though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
absolutely.
It's hard to
If
be.
you don't-
It's hard to be a hero.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why, like Flash, you have Reverse Flash,
Yeah.
which is that's the worst superhero or supervillain name.
Wow. But okay, that's a good superpower. Do you have another one?
I do. I have two more actually. Reality warping would be another one. So like Phoenix. We have also Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Powers similar to that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you have all the gauntlet, the stones for the gauntlet, the Infinity Stones, I mean, that's something that is kind of in the same realm. I kind of consider these two divine powers.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
So
yeah, not everyone gets
Omega
these.
level powers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a bending reality,
Yeah.
warping reality.
Warping reality and space and time manipulation. I think those are probably the two greatest powers to have because you could really do anything with those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you don't need the super speed because you can just blip in and out and just appear somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fair.
You can literally turn people into atoms in front of you, like separate atoms.
I love you picked the two superpowers. One combined, you basically do anything you
Yeah,
want.
do anything you want,
Okay,
and that's kind of
anything you want.
that's kind of where I went with it. Right?
Okay.
Is
Yeah, 'cause-
the best superpowers have to be this.
Yeah, because one of mine is along those lines. It's from Invincible, Adam Eve. Her whole thing of it, what is it? It's the ability to transmute any material on a molecular level.
Yeah.
Like she flies because she changes the density of the air around her.
Right.
Like that's so cool. Like to be able to do stuff like that. And so like that, like what you were saying is like right in that vein
It is.
of like being able to just change matter.
100%. I mean, that to me, it has to be one of the best superpowers ever. I can't think of anything else that would trump that. So,
Oh,
It's a good one. Good one. Very, very almost too powerful though. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, too powerful, but we're talking about the Omega levels.
Okay, but you did say best.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, best.
Okay.
And then I also went with, if you're familiar, I wanted to pick stuff from different stuff, like not just comic books. This is why I also went with like, Invincible. And then my third one is from My Hero Academia. So in that, instead of calling them superpowers, they call them quirks.
Yeah.
And the most powerful one in that universe is One for All, which is it was All Might's power, and he passed it on to Midoriya. And the whole idea is that it gives the person who has it the powers of all of the people who possessed it before them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody. So as it passes down, and I think when it gets to Midoriya, there's like 9 people ahead of him. So he's got 9 different people's powers that he gets to discover and learn how to use and everything. But the first thing he picks up is super strength and super speed, and it's just, to me, that's just really cool. Like that you have that it's like a heritage. You're passed down all of these powers, and then whatever you have will get passed on to the next person.
Yeah, and you retain all these powers as
Yeah.
they get passed down. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and so like if you die, it's not gone. It just goes to the next person.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that show's great. I love
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Ming, do you have another one?
I have another one. Back in the late '80s, there was a X-Men. Not very popular character. He had a 6-issue miniseries, and his name is Longshot. And his power was incredible luck. That was his mutant ability.
Yes, I remember this.
And we're probably never going to see the Longshot movie. And he doesn't really get lumped in with, say, Cyclops and Wolverine and Beast. But I was always fascinated by Longshot's power. He's incredibly lucky in that whatever he does, if he takes a shot at something, he hits the target because he's incredibly lucky. And I just relate to this because I think in my life I've been incredibly lucky. If you look at the trajectory of my life, like luck has played a very big role in almost every aspect. So, meeting Kevin Smith, podcasting, like getting on TV, like this is not stuff I even tried for. It just happened. I felt right place, right time. But I think in life, if you're incredibly lucky, you can have a pretty good life. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, he wasn't the greatest of X-Men, and we're probably never going to see that movie.
Maybe not the greatest, but the luckiest.
Yes. Oh, definitely the luckiest. Definitely the luckiest. So yeah,
it's
the
very
power of
similar.
incredible luck is cool.
Yeah, it's very similar to Domino and Deadpool.
Yeah, so. Very similar.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So it did.
So
the power did manifest into an MCU movie, or I guess not MCU yet, but
MCU adjacent.
Yeah, adjacent.
Yeah.
Adjacent.
I have one more.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Just magic in general.
Magic.
So we're talking about like the Doctor Stranges. We're talking about Gandalf. We're talking about who else? There's other magic users.
Yeah,
Genie from Aladdin.
Yeah.
We're talking about these kinds of powers.
So you're not talking like David Copperfield?
No.
David Blaine does
David
fit in this though,
Blaine.
because he's a demon.
For some
He's
reason,
evil for sure.
Yeah,
we always fall onto David Blaine on this podcast, and I
do.
don't know why.
it's because
We can't avoid it.
he's the most interesting human. Or non-human, still not sure.
Still not sure.
I couldn't
Jury's
tell you.
out.
I couldn't tell you with 100% certainty that he is human. No.
Have you met him?
No. I've not met him.
Are you sure you haven't met him?
I'm pretty sure.
You might have, and
You
just
might
don't know.
have.
I'm pretty sure I've not met
He
him.
could have been hiding in an orange.
Could have. Yes. I was like, wait, he like stayed in a block of ice for a week or whatever. I was like, this is magic or is this just he was really hot? I don't know.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like Gandalf, obviously an amazing wizard, right? Amazing magical powers. So I would put that just slightly below like the Omega level powers.
I don't know, but then you have like Sauron,
Yeah.
even more powerful. And I would say that that's like an Omega level of magic.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So I mean, just magical users in general are right up my alley.
Yeah, it's super
Think
powerful.
of all the good classes in D&D.
I was gonna say, I think
Magician,
of all
mage,
of.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, even bards have magic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, not 20, but like 6, 5 level.
Yeah, it's definitely fun stuff. I saw something the other day that was about. Like it was a way for wizards to like if they drink like every time instead of like filling up spell slots by like resting, the actual player has to take a shot, and so every time they take a shot it increases their spell slot, and then they can increase their level, and so they basically would, can you imagine somebody who's had like 20 shots but has like 4 wish spells just on deck.
Yeah,
That'd be
well,
great.
at that point you have like 2 charisma then after 20 shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Everybody else has 20 charisma
Oh,
because beer goggles,
Definitely.
but you have 2 because you're sloppy.
Oh yeah.
What a lot of trade-offs here.
Yeah, there's definitely trade-offs. The wish spell, though, you could wish yourself some charisma.
Yes, but this is like the drunken master of sorcery.
Oh, yeah.
Magic. Oh, I like it. All right, magic. I like it. Okay.
Magic's good.
Magic. I see you love magicians and just people can bend reality, and that's
Yeah,
I sense a theme here.
there is a theme for sure.
Okay, I love it.
So which powers would you want specifically? I know we've already talked about you. You would want teleportation.
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure. That would be my number 1 for sure.
Nathan, what about you? Which one would you want?
Man, I really like Adam Eve, like the being able to transmute like matter at a molecular level. Like I would definitely go with that, because I could like fly and stuff, and then I wouldn't have to worry about getting cold, because I could just make the air around me warm. I could walk around in these hoochie daddy shorts all day.
I wish you wouldn't.
Isn't that just
my own
called Houston?
Yeah,
it is.
Like, you can walk in those shorts all. No one's gonna take a second look.
where you have 2 weeks where it's like 30 degrees.
Okay.
I mean, for you can still wear shorts. You're used to it. But for us, no.
Okay.
I would probably say reality warping as well. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could literally just make anything that you want. Say I wanted a Ming Chen clone. I just be like, hey,
boom.
I got another
clone.
Ming right here.
Like, hey, where'd this guy come from? Who's this fool? I was like, oh, it's me.
I don't like this. Like, for me, I don't want there to be more Jareds.
I didn't say I would make more of me.
Oh, you said you could.
Could, but I wouldn't.
It's like duplicate.
Who wants 2 of these?
You don't know.
Nobody.
You don't know
Nobody.
abuse your power. That's funny.
That's the problem. I think I probably would abuse my power.
Every power is getting abused. There's
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, no
There's
doubt.
no doubt.
Because, I mean, we're just people.
Yeah. Well,
We have wants and desires.
It's called
and-
taking advantage. Yeah.
of
I'm
course.
just a caveman. Just a simple caveman.
I don't understand your modern ways.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to
Worst?
the worst
Worst.
superpowers.
Okay.
I've got quite a couple.
I've
really
picked
good
3.
ones. You've got 3? Okay. What do you got? What's your first one?
All right. My first. I don't even have to open it, but it's Squirrel Girl's ability to communicate with squirrels.
I don't know. You can get a squirrel army. That's pretty good.
There are a lot of squirrels out there, first of all.
Yeah.
There are, but
And if you could get them to, steal money and bring it back to you,
you know what?
or
Yeah.
and fight on your behalf, and the squirrels can get pretty much anywhere.
If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, they control the government.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is awful. Like, just being like, hey, what's up, dude? You want some nuts?
You want a nut?
So
Yeah,
all right.
hey,
All right. So not as cool as Ant-Man. You're saying
Not as cool as
pretty.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man controlling the ants, pretty cool.
Yeah. I guess Ant-Man controlling ants is on a smaller scale, but also the ants are stronger.
Oh, size to weight ratio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, ants are definitely better than squirrels.
I would love to have a squirrel army at my disposal. No one would mess with me ever again.
No, it'd be like on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was the Rat King
Yes.
who had like all of the rats, and he would ride them around like a wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I feel like Squirrel Girl is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, part of the
We've
great.
convinced you. I think.
Yeah.
Part of the Great Lakes Avengers. I just like rebutting things. So, yeah.
No, we're just gonna cut that one.
So I went with useless powers, right? Something that you really can't use for much of anything.
Right.
And my first one is fourth wall awareness.
Fourth wall awareness.
Okay.
Fourth wall awareness.
Like
It
Deadpool?
is.
Yeah, like
Deadpool. Characters of that nature.
Yeah, it's like
Rick Sanchez, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Rick and Morty, he does some fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's pointless. It's useless.
It's pointless. It's
like,
there.
I mean, you're aware that you're on a show or you're in a comic or something.
Yeah.
But what's the point of reaching out to the other realm and conversing, or not even conversing, just like telling them something?
Yeah, you're just
It's
letting
really
them
useless.
It's great comic relief, though.
It is amazing,
Yeah.
I believe, and it works for us on our side. But
Yes.
for them, what's the point?
know. Yeah, but I think my favorite use of it was Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Yeah.
Like, just to bring it back to the 90s, Parker Lewis Can't Lose was definitely the best use of fourth wall breaking. 'Cause it was just constant throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
It's a narrative device, Jared.
Oh, okay. So again, it's for us, not them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
help anybody
No,
except
it
for
helps
us.
no one.
I guess for them, they're never alone. They always know we're watching them.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not a
It's
good
not.
power at all.
It's not.
Okay, I agree with you.
It really helps out whoever's sitting on the couch next to you going, what's going on?
Yeah, who are you talking to?
Here, I got it.
Yeah.
What about you, Ming? What's the one
So
that-
anytime I guess asked this a lot as a comic book man, what's the worst superpower? So in the 80s, there's a comic book that came out called Alpha Flight. No, it's basically the Canadian X-Men. It's a group of superheroes that were all from Canada. And one of the members of Alpha Flight was a character named Puck. And Puck's only superpower is real short guy. All he kind of did was bounce off of things, and he could knock people over, and that was a superpower.
Okay.
And I always thought that was the lamest superhero ever created. Created by John Byrne, the great John Byrne. So not a hack did not write the superpower.
Yeah.
But I guess he did it because Canadians really love hockey.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he made a character called Puck. The '80s were a weird time, and
you got to explore somewhere.
yeah, and he was always this guy's about 3'6", had a big giant P on his costume, and he would just run around bouncing off stuff, and he would
He was just covered in pee.
Just covered in
and he was covered in pee. Yeah, I pulled up the character description, which is like not flattering at all. So
wanna hear
Puck,
this.
so his body tissues were condensed at a molecular level, causing his body to become akin to compressed rubber. So he was a human Puck.
Wow. Okay.
Vulcanized rubber. Spinning on his hands and feet at great speeds, he is able to slam into and knock down human-sized enemies with ease.
What if they're bigger than human-sized enemies? Like it's not as easy.
It's not as easy.
Not as easy.
He's gonna have to do it more.
Yes, so that's Puck. He's literally a human hockey puck. And I thought, what a useless power.
I would agree with that. I don't think there's really any real use because if you're not going up against enemies on your own.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a team with
Yes.
you, and everybody else is gonna be more powerful than you.
Yes.
And taking care of multiple people. You're gonna knock down one person.
Right.
It's like your superpower is being able to get on your hands and knees behind someone while someone else pushes them down.
Yeah.
A collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Collaborative for sure.
Yeah. So
man, that was-
so Puck, everybody. Most useless superpower. He's a human mosh pit, basically.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh, you know what? That's pretty cool, though.
Bring him to the
If
concert.
they made him, you could bring him to the concerts. If you made him like a metalhead, that would be.
He did wear like a bullet like cap, I guess you could call it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's way
He
more
looked like a
fun.
little bullet cap. Yeah, Puck.
Okay, I think I like this guy.
Yeah. Very,
This guy
He's
likes to
growing on
party.
definitely interesting guy, but horrible superpower, in my opinion.
Nathan, what about you? What's your next one?
Okay, my next. Okay, I don't have to look it up. It's Bible Man's ability
Oh my God.
to have the entire Bible memorized.
I have Bible Man on my list.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Ming, are you familiar with Bible Man?
I've never heard of Bible Man.
He
Okay,
is also known as the Caped Christian.
Okay.
it's true.
This is not a Marvel or DC character I'm
No,
taking
this
it?
is
not. No,
Some
this is-
independent
Sir, do
publisher?
you know the Bible Man? Have you-
Bible
okay.
Man.
Okay, this might. It's not just a Texas thing, but it's very like Bible Belt person.
Yes.
Yeah, look. I was gonna say, look up a picture of him. This guy's wild. He just his whole deal was just like solving people's problems by being able to quote the Bible.
Yes, he knows the Bible 100%, and he can quote it to anyone.
I know you weren't waving at me. I just wanted to get in on it.
Yeah,
We're talking about Bible Man.
The
You guys
Wonder
wanna come
Brothers,
to that?
everybody. The Wonder Brothers. Big shout out. I did Bible Man have a long running comic
Yes.
book?
Yeah,
No, I don't think it was a
wasn't
comic book. It was a show.
Oh, it was a show.
It was a show. You would buy it on VHS at Family Christian
Okay,
bookstores.
right.
And just about growing up in Texas, if you didn't have Bible Man in your house, you know someone who does.
Oh, this is a Texas thing. I didn't hear about Bible Man in South Bend, Indiana, where I grew up.
I don't know. Like I think Bible Man came out.
I want to say 90s.
Yeah, like it's like mid '90s, early to. Is it one? Oh,
91. Wow, this guy's all up on his Bible Man history. Yeah. Charles in Charge. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So did Bible Man work? Did Bible Man inspire you to become a better Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I
awesome.
actually I have maybe one verse memorized.
Okay, that's better than 0 verses. So yeah, it worked.
Yeah. It's the one that's Jesus wept. It's the 2 words. It's the shortest one.
Jesus wept.
I'm very glad that we both picked Bible Man as
That makes me very happy.
Yeah.
I feel like that really solidifies Bible Man as one of the worst superheroes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's just trash. Bible Man is trash.
Because I feel like
That should be a T-shirt for us.
if you're Bible Man and you just go around and you just quote scripture to people, nobody's going to want to listen to you.
There are homeless people out there that stand on street corners and will do this for free. They're not saving anybody.
Wait, aren't those guys called ministers?
Yes.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah,
There
some
are
of
many of them at the millions of churches in this world.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those people do it for pay.
Okay.
They do, which gets to my next one:
Oh.
being super rich. Like I don't see a point in being rich. It feels more like a villain's ability to be just
Like Lex
super
Luthor.
wealthy. Yeah.
And yeah.
So, I get it. Batman uses his in a way that helps society to some degree, but I mean, would he still be able to do that without the wealth?
He'd still be able to do. Well, you know what? He wouldn't even be able to learn how to do the fighting stuff.
Without money?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like jujitsu classes cost a lot of money. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, he would.
But you don't have to be a billionaire to get jujitsu classes.
He could have learned how to street fight though.
Good. Now he
been
wouldn't
more
have the
impressive.
fancy gadgets.
No.
You know what?
Which is a pretty big component of Batman. I
It is a
feel.
big component of Batman.
Yeah, he wouldn't have his big computer. He wouldn't have Alfred.
He wouldn't. No.
He'd just be an orphan with nobody.
He would just be an orphan with no one, no money,
No
no
parents.
skills, no jujitsu classes. He'd just be Bruce.
He'd just-
So the money does help as yeah. Without money, there's no Batman. You're saying
yeah.
you're probably right.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without money, yeah, there's no Tony Stark either. He can't. He
That's
I
can't.
know,
true.
but Tony Stark still has the intelligence.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he could build something out of
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
He can build literally something in a cave
Yeah.
that nobody's ever invented.
Just super
Yeah.
wealth. I'll take that. If that's a superpower, I'll take it any day.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
would be considered a superpower for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna literally piggyback on that one.
Okay.
There was a Marvel character only seen once called J. Pennington Pennypacker. His superpower was he could generate pennies at will.
Okay.
And he would fight people by launching pennies at people,
That's
and
interesting.
basically stoning them to death with pennies.
he's just a bully, is what he
Yeah,
is.
but he can
He's
literally
like,
just generate piles of pennies at will. And I was like, why? What?
This is
And
terrible.
yeah,
Go and pay your parking tickets.
Yeah.
in pennies. You can't pay anything with a bunch of pennies.
Like, I mean, you could just make $1 billion out of pennies.
But no one would take it.
No one would take it, but
You could do that,
You
but
could do
but
He's just sitting at home putting them in the rolls.
Yeah.
Going to the bank.
yeah, like $10 at a time.
Yeah. He's like, I'm exhausted. I need
Yeah.
to refill my penny meter.
Yeah, and then if anyone messed with him, you just kind of like a wave of pennies at them.
yeah.
And copper pennies hurt if you hurl 100 of them at people, or if you put them into a sock and hit people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He could just make a bunch of the pennies, and then it would be worth more if he took it to a recycling center.
yes. Yeah,
Now,
but that would only work in America. In Canada, they've outlawed pennies. There are no pennies in Canada anymore.
right.
Yeah.
And I
man.
mean, really, we should be getting away from pennies here.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Now, question: are they like the nickel pennies, or are they the copper pennies? What are we talking about? Because copper's gone up.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
can make a lot of money that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna think they're the cheaper version of the pennies with the cheaper nickel cent cords
Yeah.
in them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I thought that was pretty useless. Like you can't.
That does seem pretty useless.
Yeah, you can't really become rich with those because the bank's not gonna take $1 billion worth of pennies.
Just go around all the convenience stores and put a couple pennies in the.
Oh, you know where it would pay off though? Wishing wells.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go to the mall, you can make 1 million wishes. One of them's got to come true.
Yeah,
Or you
you
could just
keep
have
doing it.
magic powers.
Right.
You could have your own vault and fill it up with pennies so you can swim in it like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, I thought about that too. That would be cool.
That
I
sounds
don't think
pretty
it
cool.
works that way. I think you would just fall flat and
Yeah, You don't think physics works that way?
I don't think so.
Have you tried?
I have not.
You don't know.
I don't know. I guess that's fair. I don't know from personal
So to
experience.
Jay Pennington Pennypacker, we salute you, or not.
Such a long name.
So long. All right. You have any more, Nathan?
Oh yeah, I got one more.
Okay, one more.
It's so there was a cartoon in the 80s called Turbo Teen. this kid's it's a teenage kid who his ability was that when he gets hot, he can turn into a car. And when he gets cold, he turns back into a kid.
I think I remember this cartoon.
Yeah, I used to watch it. It was a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
It would come on after like Scooby-Doo. It was the worst. I remember one episode.
Did he turn into like a hot rod or like a dune buggy or something? Or?
No, it was like a sports car.
Okay,
It was like he was in some sort of laboratory, and his car was there, and he got hit by some sort of ray, and so now he could just turn into his car when he got hot.
I thought you were going to say that he got hit by a wear car, and now he turns into a car.
That would be cool. No, he just was hit by a ray.
I will say this: Bender from Futurama got hit by a wear car. And
Yeah,
he
that's
turned
totally
into a
different.
Yeah, completely different. But
Like there was, I remember a couple of episodes where it was wintertime in the show, and he like, I have to get hot so I can turn into a car so that my friends can get inside of me and chase this person.
Okay.
And he couldn't find something hot, so they gave him something spicy to eat, like a pepper,
right,
so that he would turn into a car.
And it worked?
Yeah, it worked.
that's the weirdest.
I'm just be honest. Like I cannot think of a situation in which I would want to, especially living in Houston, turn into a car when I'm hot.
Right, because you would never turn back into a person.
I would just be a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be a car for like months on end.
Yeah, like just the whole summer.
Yeah.
Basically from like March until
March.
December. Yeah, March until March. I would just be hot all the time.
Yeah,
Late March to early March.
They gotta find parking, like tickets. Yeah.
Could
I don't
he
remember
talk
if he had a
while he was in
license
car
plate.
form?
Yeah, are you like Kit? Could he talk?
Yeah, he could talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of cool then.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess.
That could be a little
I have
fun.
one more.
Okay.
And Ming, we talked about this one yesterday.
We did.
Weapons expert.
Yes.
I feel like it's one of the least effective. Yeah, it's awesome that you can hit targets whenever you're trying to, but again, if you're in a team, it's one of the least powerful superpowers that you're going to have. Like everybody else is going to be taking care of multiple dozens of people at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a
you're,
support.
you're single
one.
shot.
Yeah.
Single shot or a batarang or
Right.
something in those lines.
Yeah. Like throwing shoes at people. It's like, oh, that really hurt.
Like that one
Who
guy
throws
that
a shoe?
the guy that threw a shoe at President Bush.
Yes. He missed.
He
did miss.
completely missed.
He was not a weapons
He was not a weapons expert. No.
Yeah, so I guess.
Oh, I got one more.
Oh, you got one
yeah,
more,
if you don't
okay.
mind. I'm gonna go. I don't know if any of you guys ever read the other Piers Anthony.
No, I have not.
Yeah, he did a bunch of fantasy novels. They were very punny, and in the world that he built, everyone got when they hit, I think, puberty, they revealed some kind of super ability. Some of them were not so super though.
Yeah.
And I remember reading about there was one guy. His magic ability was he could change the color of his pee. That was a super.
Oh man, I bet that guy's fun at parties.
I bet you I'm hydrated.
Yeah. So other people like they found that they could fly or they could do like extraordinary things, and then the one guy hit puberty. He's like, oh, I could change the color of my pee as I'm peeing. I'm like, man, got shafted.
Did he ever find like an actual use for that?
Parties? Yeah, parties.
Just make money.
Or TikTok.
He'd just hang out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like he'd be a part of the fountain.
Yeah, like the Bellagio. He's
Yeah.
sitting in front of it, and like that's a superpower.
Yeah, he could be a part of the electric light show at Disney World.
Yeah. Or I mean, arguably a power, but not so super.
Yeah, not so super. Definitely a power.
Or
That's
I
what
guess
we're talking about.
any of us can get that superpower if we eat enough asparagus. I guess.
Yeah.
It's
We
true.
get that power. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just drink enough water.
Drink enough water. Stay hydrated.
Enough water, but also a lot of food coloring
Food coloring, yeah.
that can alter the change of your.
That could work, but
your
it's
pee-pee.
not like it's not an actual power. It's just like additives.
Yeah, but I guess this guy in the book, I guess he's going, he's like purple, blue, red, all the colors of the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, everybody. So yeah,
When these colors combine,
Taste
Yes.
the rainbow is not what you should say.
probably not. Probably not.
Probably
so
not.
yeah,
Charlie's face.
Worst,
No.
those are my 3 worst superpowers. Though.
those are pretty bad. All right, so Ming, where can everybody find you on socials?
Houston Comicpalooza,
Of course.
With, with Clockwork. I'm at social media, Ming Chen 37, MINGCHEN 37. You can also find me at A Shared Universe, our podcast studio in New Jersey. And then you can find me at Last Call at Neil's Bar. So yeah. Or at Coral Sword. I'll be usually be fun live streaming over at Coral Sword in Southeast 1318 Telephone Road, Houston, Texas. So
One of the best places to go in Houston.
Thank you.
For sure. Nathan, what about you?
You can find me on social media everywhere as at I Drive Everywhere.
Because you drive everywhere.
You can find me.
Are you the car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I am the
was
car.
like, oh.
Yeah, it was actually Turbo Teen. I didn't want everyone to know.
Just
That's why I'm
self-promoting
wearing
this whole
shorts, because it's a little chilly in here. Keeps me human. You could also find me out and about slinging some Allstadt beer.
Nice.
Some fine German wares.
Yeah. And you can find me at Atomic Kong on pretty much all social media. And you can find our show on pretty much any podcatcher that you listen to podcasts on.
Yeah, it's search. And you can find us on social media at High Hungry Podcast. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for the show, and we'll see you at Comicpalooza.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody.